Hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Lone Star Chick Plants back again, you guys, and this time we're gonna do Gramzee's August budget. This is my mom. I also help her with her budget every month, and she gets income once a month, so that's how we budget, one time a month. And then during the month we just kind of play catch up and check in with our budgets. And then at the end of the month, we close it out. So her income is just super low income. She gets Social Security and a little pension check and pulls a little money from her savings to help supplement her income. And that is basically her income. She does have a little Shopify store that she sells embroidery, just different crafts, different things, anywhere from earrings to like Christmas decor to any everyday decor, to like little coasters, mug rugs, which is just basically like a big oversized coaster. Like she just makes all kinds of stuff, you guys. So definitely quality is really there. We're still trying to promote her little store to try to generate some income of hers, because a few months ago Social Security did cut back on her income a little bit. So that's really just kind of like really dug into her budget when it was already pretty low. She does not qualify for any kind of assistance like food stamps or anything like that. We have tried and she has not been approved. So it's not for a lack of trying. We have tried. She's just not as low income. So I don't understand. But anyways, so we're just basically working with what we have. So last month, my brother did contribute to her budget, and he said he's going forward because her medications have changed in the last month or two. So now that she's on these new medications, it's a little bit more expensive. So she definitely needs the support and for her income for that. And so we're definitely gonna try to help her with that. And so he told her that he would contribute, and so we're counting on him to come through and help her out in that way. So hopefully if he does and continues to do so, then that will definitely be a big help and definitely help her out with her budget in that aspect, because it is something that she does need to take. And so she definitely is going to be needing those medications. So whether she has to pay for it or if someone else can help her pay for it, that's that's just a blessing. So thank God, hopefully he does come through, and I think he will, and so hopefully that will help her with that. So with all that being said, let's get into the budget so we can see what we're talking about, and we will go over all of the numbers for August, and let's see what we get into. So we're going to start with rollover. So rollover was $270.74 from last month, and that is because my brother gave her money towards the end of the month, and then she also got some extra money, so that was kind of carried over into the month of August. But now in the month of August we're needing all that, so we're definitely budgeted down to zero. So we are working with a zero-based budget. And so the plan for this month, so she only gets income once a month, once from her Social Security income at the beginning of the month, and once from her pension at the end of the month. So the one at the beginning of the month is really the one that pays all her bills, and the income at the end of the month is what pays for all her variable spending. So that's kind of how we have it kind of set up right now. And it's working. We just don't have enough income all the way around. So this is kind of what we're working with. We have had to make some cuts, and this is why we also are pitching in as well. So income this month we're working with $2,938.07. So that is what we are working with so far. She has received her Social Security. That's $11.99. She hasn't received her TRS just yet, but we have it budgeted for. She did pull $150 from her savings. We call it her allowance. She's currently pulling $150 a month to supplement her income. And then she deposited $1,063 for her month ahead. So this was money saved last month. And we're using it to pay this month's bills. So that is how that is working. We did deposit $100 for her car registration. So her car registration is due this month. So we deposited the $100 so that she can go ahead and pay that and get that taken care of. And that came from her sinking fund. She did deposit $36 for gifts. And so that's how we're doing that. For savings, we plan on saving $177 for sinking funds, and then her month ahead, which will pay her bills for next month. That is $1,145. So that is how much we're saving for those things. So that's a total of $1,322. So for bills this month, we are expecting $1,321.31. So far, I think we've kind of paid for everything except the internet. The internet doesn't come out until about the 15th. It may have come out already. I'm not sure. I haven't checked, but it does come out around the 15th or so. And that is a flat $50. So for her rent, trash, and pest control, which is new, if you guys watched the July closeout video. Sorry, I can't speak today. The July closeout video included the change. So her management company has changed, and now they have kind of changed the way that they bill, and so now her rent is also including the trash and pest control. So it did go up a little bit, but not because the rent went up just yet. It's because of the way they're billing. So they've kind of switched everything around. So now they have those three lumped together, and that is a flat $909.49 because they charge $2.49 for the pleasure of paying your bill. Ridiculous. So now her utilities is just water and gas, and that was $133.82 for this month. So just ridiculous. Last month it was $71, and now this month is $133. It's just crazy, you guys. It's just really insane. Her electric bill is on a balanced billing fixed amount, and that is $63. So every year or so, they'll true up her amount, and she'll either owe or get a credit. And so right now, throughout the year, she just gets to pay a flat amount of $63. Her internet is $50, and she did tithe for $165. So for variables, let me just zoom in a little bit here. For variables, we are looking at $565.50. For food, that is $229.50. Food and household items, we have $229.50 budgeted out. So far, she has already spent $140.93, so she has $88.57 left for the month. For auto, this is basically just gas, and that's $35. For spending money, she has budgeted $25. For business, she has budgeted $25. And for gifts, she has budgeted $36 and spent $35.99. For prescriptions, for all her medications, that's $115. So far, she's spent $24.88, and that was for her insulin at Walmart. And then for car registration, she budgeted $100. So that's what we're expecting to pay. So for spending so far this month, because we have already started, we're kind of in the middle of the budget for the month. So far, we've paid our rent, we've paid our utilities, and we have bought some medication at Walmart, some insulin. She did get a meal at McDonald's for $9.95. She did pick up some groceries at Kroger for $62.32. She did also pick up some groceries at H-E-B for $98.66. She did save $177 for sinking funds. She did save for a month ahead, and that's for next month's bills, and that was $1,145. She did buy something on Amazon as a gift for $35.99. She did pay her light bill, and that was $63. And then she did cash in some rewards and put that towards food and household, and that was $30. And then she also tithed for $165. So that is the spending so far this month. That's how much we've spent so far. So right now with what we have, we're just expecting all of that to have been let me see, $1,145. Yeah, I think that's correct. So yeah, so this is what we're working with for the month of August. That's the spending so far this month. We're midway through the month, so I think we're doing good so far. We still do have some spending to go, but for now I think we're doing okay. We are expecting a little bit more than that to be left over at the end of the month once we get our TRS money, which is the teacher retirement system. She used to be a school teacher, and so she gets a little pension from that. But that is pretty much all we're working with this month, you guys. I think we'll have a sinking funds video coming up. Also, I haven't I'm not sure if she's gone to the bank yet to get the money out, but so far that is what we're working with. So this is a plan for sinking funds. We've kind of got some notes here about what we're doing. So we plan on saving the usual $6 for renter's insurance, and the current balance we started the month with is this column here, column I. What our new balance will be after this month's cash stuffing will be the new balance column. So that's kind of how that reads. And then our notes column is just to keep us updated on notes for anything that we need to make changes for either this month or next month. So we just kind of keep this kind of updated so that we're keeping on track and keeping up with all of these things. So like I said, we're saving $6 for renter's insurance. We're saving $108 for car insurance. Car registration, we're saving $14 this month, but actually that will give her $98. And so we ended up pulling the $2 from what she had left over from McAfee to make $100 for the deposit for her car registration, because she was just a couple of dollars short. So since she just renewed her McAfee, she didn't need those $2 technically. So we're going to just start saving over for that. So I just told her, just take the $2 and put it towards your car registration. So right now, this balance actually with what we saved this month is actually zero, because we deposited all the money. So right now, this envelope actually has zero. But copays, we're adding another $20. So she will have $50 in there after that. She does save $1. This is like for her aspirin. She gets it as a prescription behind the counter because it's cheaper. And so we just save $1 a month because I think it costs her about $3 every quarter. So we're just saving that. For gifts, she does save $25, and that is to treat herself or someone else whenever she wants. And so she should have $40 in there after this month. For her printer ink, we're not going to save this month for it, but she does have $34 saved. For Google One, her Google One subscription, this is for extra storage or whatever for her Google Drive, and that should give us $27 at the end of this month. For McAfee, we just renewed that as discussed, and we're not going to save anything for that. For her month ahead, so that's for her sinking fund section. For her month ahead section, we're going to save $910. That is pretty much what it was last month, or this past month, what we just paid. So we're going to save pretty much that amount every month, because that amount shouldn't change. Those are all stagnant bills, meaning they're fixed amounts and they don't really change. So we're just going to leave those the same. Her utilities, which is water and gas, we're going to save on the high end, and we're going to save $110 because that's kind of about what it's been trending. So we're just going to save that. But so far at the end of this month, we'll have about $247 in there. So we definitely have a buffer in there for that. because it is so variable. And as you guys can see, one month it was $71, the next month it's like $133. So we never know which way it's going to go. So we're just consistently saving high so that in case we have one of those months, we do have enough to cover it and we can pull the extra from our envelope. So that is kind of how we're doing that. For her electric bill, it is $63. The bill is actually $63, but also with this bill could go up or down. So we are saving a little bit high. So we're saving about $75. She's still trending with a credit so far of $80.24 as of her last bill. So we're not expecting to owe. We're expecting a credit, but in any case, should that change, we do have a little bit of a buffer in there. So at the end of the month, she should have $184 in there. So we're definitely good on that. She's probably actually technically like, 2 or 3 months ahead on that because of everything she has saved up in there. So we're just leaving that. That's also kind of a buffer for her account in case she's short some months. She can kind of, take a little bit out of there and use it as a buffer. We have, recently in the past few months had to do that. So that is also a good reason why it's there. But she definitely has a good amount in there. So I think we're definitely okay on that. But her internet is also $50. We're not going to try to renew the car wash subscription. So hopefully she gets that canceled in time. But because she just doesn't have it, you guys, she doesn't have that extra $20. So for the internet, that's $50 and that doesn't change. So with all that, that's pretty much everything that is going on in sinking funds and cash stuffing this month. That's what we're working with. That's what we're going to work on. And so that hopefully will leave us with maybe a little bit of rollover. Hopefully we don't go over budget because we can't really afford to. So that is how we're looking for the month of August, you guys. That is the spending so far. And we will keep you guys posted on the closeout and bring you back for another update. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. I'm so bad about asking about that every video. I just always forget. I just naturally if you genuinely like the video, then like it. If you don't, okay. Thank you for watching. But no, genuinely, thank you for everybody that's watching. We did reach our recent milestone of 500 subscribers, and I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has watched. Even if you watched for 5 minutes, thank you for even clicking on the video and watching. It definitely helps the algorithm when you do push that like button or you do leave a comment. So it is always encouraged, but it is not a have to. If you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. And I always welcome comments. I love chatting with you guys in the comments. I love hearing your ideas and your suggestions. It's definitely, we're all here to help each other out. And I definitely appreciate everything that you guys leave in the comments. And so just thank you guys for watching and clicking on another video. So hope you guys have a good weekend. Hope you guys have a great week next week. And yeah, stay blessed. So I will see you guys in the next video, and thanks for watching. Bye.